finals, courtesy of, well, CNS.
Here's the rundown. In this mode, 2 teams of 5 face off in a best-of-7 showdown.
In each round, the teams will be assigned the role of attackers or defenders.
Defenders need to stop the attackers by eliminating them or interrupting the transfer at the terminal. For attackers, the mission is to deliver a decryption key to a terminal to activate and complete a funds transfer.
All contestants respawn at the start of each round, but that's it. Yes, folks, CNS has added some twists. No revives and no mid-round respawns. And gadgets do not recharge mid-round.
Every move and every decision could end the round. That's why we call it Terminal Attack.
All right, let's get started.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I wanted to discuss a little bit of patch 2.6 that just came out today. I know that everybody and their mom usually makes videos whenever a patch comes out, so I'm not going to sit here and go through every single piece of information. I'm just going to kind of summarize it for you. So if you're not somebody who wants to watch like a 20-minute video or a 30-minute video or read every single article, you've come to the right place, because I'm pretty much just going to summarize like the big, what I would consider 3 to 4 big points that I want to kind of talk about, because I think they're kind of the biggest ones to discuss. Everything else is kind of like UI changes or like, back-end stuff that like I don't really care about. The biggest one we're going to start off with is, in my opinion, the anti-cheat. Obviously, a lot of people have complained about cheaters. Personally, I've had a pretty good run with not running into as many cheaters as a lot of other people. I still have, don't get me wrong, but it's been, I think, a lot better than most. That being said, I know it was something that needed to be addressed, that a lot of people wanted to be addressed. So, with all that being said, they definitely addressed it, or at least they addressed what their plan is for it. Now, while there's no way to really completely shut down and get rid of people cheating, it's just kind of an impossible battle to win. They did address about how they're going about it, what they have in place currently now. Obviously not in too much detail, because they don't want to be able to give the cheaters, the people that are making these software and whatnot, obviously any more information than they already have. But they've definitely discussed a bunch of ways that they're trying to battle it, and talking about how aware they are of it. So I love that personally. Communication, top notch. I love it when they write stuff. As far as I'm concerned, give us more communication. Just be honest with us. Be transparent. Be upfront. Even if it's like, hey, we're doing something about it. To me, that's more than enough. That's not something that they need to go into super detail if they don't want or need to, or they should. But honestly, just saying, hey, we're aware, we're working on it, these are the things that we're thinking about, and so on, to me is huge. So that's kind of what they discussed here. They discussed providing 7-day bans for a first offense, or if it's something not as egregious, or a permanent ban. And basically they just said, if the offender is cheating for a second time, the ban will become permanent. So basically you get caught twice, that's it, you're banned permanently, and that's awesome. Now, yes, cheaters can just make another account and whatnot, but they have people on staff, they have protocols in place to be able to hopefully mitigate that as much as possible. So all that being said, I love that note. Definitely check it out. I'll provide the link to the patch notes and everything in the description, but definitely check it out, because they definitely address it, and I think that's awesome, and I'm looking forward to them continuing to try to battle the cheating situation. The other one that I think is a big detail here to note is the FCAR got a bit of a change. It actually got weaker, so it's decreased its damage from 25 to 22, but they increased the magazine size, and they increased a little the distance for multiplier at max range. So in other words, the weapon does slightly more damage at range. It does less damage overall, but it has a bigger magazine size. And to me, that's a big one. Obviously, the FCAR's kind of been the most dominant weapon in terms of medium class. There's really no reason to use anything else other than maybe just like personal preference. But realistically, if you're wanting to actually beam somebody, you usually go with the FCAR. So it'll be interesting to see how much more balanced that is, because while we're doing 3 damage less per bullet, we get 5 more bullets. So I don't know what the math is on that. I'm terrible at math, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works out. But I think that's definitely one that's worth noting, especially because I'm a medium main, so that definitely affects me. I love the AK personally, but if I ever want to actually win a game, I usually have to end up going FCAR. So the fact that they're making it somewhat more balanced is a positive thing. To be really honest with you, I kind of wish that they would buff the AK rather than nerf the FCAR, but hey, you know what? I'll take what I can get. Not complaining. Let's see. The other thing that I think is a big thing to note, as you guys may or may not know, I am big on the private matches. I really do believe still that the private matches are the way of the future for this game. It's really going to make this game shine in so many ways if they allow us to have custom rule sets to customize everything in the game, to change maps, to change teams, all that kind of stuff. So they definitely have added some more stuff, some more features to the private matches, which is awesome. Step in the right direction. Not going to lie, it's not as many updates as I would have liked, but again, I'll take what I can get. And I'm not one of these people that, you know, say like they didn't fix everything in the world that I wanted to be fixed, you know, in this one patch. So like I'm pissed off and this game is dead and these developers are stupid. And but no, that's not my attitude towards this at all. And to be honest with you, it's never been like a good attitude to have towards anything. So yeah, I'm very happy with what they've added, and I know they're just going to continue to add stuff every single patch. So the big things that they added were they lowered the requirement to start private matches from 6 to 2 players, which is awesome. That means you can 1v1. That means you can jump into a private match with one of your friends and kind of experiment and try different things and maybe find like Easter eggs and things like that. So that's really cool. They also allowed the private match lobby creator to essentially not participate in the match, essentially creating a spectator, which is super awesome, not only for content, but also for, you know, actually hosting like maybe like a actual private competitive match, because then you can have a spectator mode that's actually watching, you know, over the match and whatnot. So really, really cool feature personally that I like. The private match lobby creator can now kick players from the lobby. Obviously, it's nice to have that kind of control. I don't think I'll be putting that much to use unless like one of my friends piss me off, but 9 times out of 10, I'm playing with friends, so I'm not trying to kick anybody. There's minor UI improvements, obviously, not a big deal, and then power shift. Obviously, that's a big deal. We want more game modes. We want all the game modes. Currently, it's every single game mode except for this new one, which you're currently watching is the Terminal Attack, the new game mode that just came out. This is not in private matches, but every other game mode is. And the last big update that I think is worth talking about briefly is the ranked tournaments. They essentially discussed, you know, what their plan is, what their plan was, what they did in Season 1, what they've done in Season 2, and what they plan to do in Season 3 for ranked tournaments. And to me, I think that's huge. The big pillars that I would say to give a game longevity would be something like ranked private matches and then continuing to keep the casual fan base, you know, happy. And I think they did a lot there. So I'm going to leave everything in the description for you guys to research yourself, but just basically know that I think that this patch is great. It's a major step in the right direction, and I think it's just going to keep getting better from there.